Hello viewers and welcome to this new video. Today we are in a new video of Battle of Warships sailing in the American battleship USS Missouri. This is probably one of the most famous battleships that the world has ever seen and one of the best. Not as one of my favorite ones, but it is definitely a very powerful ship. And you're gonna see in today's gameplay how powerful she still is, even though she is a very old ship. She probably has like 3 years now in the game, but I really like her playstyle, even though she does not tank a lot of shells. She has one of the lowest health pool among all high tier battleships. For example, Yamato on upgraded health without any flags that makes a better HP. It has like 15,000 more HP than the Missouri, and it's significantly more. Anyway, the good thing about the ship is not only the fact that even though it is a battleship, it has a quite bad health pool. The very good thing about the ship it is that it is very fast and very maneuverable, and she has very powerful guns that has average 11 seconds reload time, but a huge amount of damage in output, and this is extraordinary, and especially in this gameplay that you're gonna see, the damage is really needed with the same speed and maneuverability. Also, the ship has a very good anti-aircraft armament and 6 planes that are very useful, especially when you're facing an aircraft carrier. In today's match, we are in 5 versus 7, so the enemies have 2 ships more than us, and it is gonna be quite a hard time fighting them. All my teammates are coming to me, where I'm positioned in a side of the map, facing the enemy with my bow, and waiting for them to push me instead of pushing them, so I can conserve all of my HP and see their movements very closely and better. The enemy aircraft carrier launches torpedoes my way but misses because I stopped, and that was a definitely good choice for me to stop. Teammate Charnost with me is pushing in, and he is gonna die from that later, and she would have survived if she stopped with me, but that is gonna play with my advantage, because then I can stay alive and deal even more damage. Same mistake by the enemy San Diego, who decided to push us, and pushing 2 battleships as a cruiser in close range is not a very good idea. In fact, after a few salvos with extremely good amount of damage, we both took him out with a very good help from both. Meanwhile, enemy aircraft carrier is attacking us with bombers and torpedoes, but still misses, and that's a good thing. And at the same time, after a little bit of time that San Diego is dead, 2 Montanas decide to push us, and one has the pirate flag, so I decide to kill her before, so the damage I get in return is quite low compared to what I did if I was killing the other Montana, because pirate flag Montana deals a lot of more damage than if you do not have the pirate flag, of course. San Diego, before dying, launched torpedoes and hit me with one, but fortunately all the other ones missed, and my mission to destroy the first enemy Montana with the pirate flag is done, and now it's a 1v1, me against another Montana. And the fact that teammate Yamato is with me in the background really helps a lot, because enemy Montana is shooting at her, and I don't know why, because I'm board-sided to her, but this plays in my advantage again, because my damage is very good. Also, enemy Yamato is shooting HE shells, not a good choice for her, since AP is much better to shoot on a battleship. and in fact with my big guns I take the other Montana out with already a very good amount of damage dealt. But the battle is much far from over. Other two Montanas are pushing the other flank where our aircraft carrier is located. I immediately start shooting at one, the one that is closer to me and the one I have angle on, the other one is behind the island of course, and I already have dealt a huge amount of damage after like a minute, and I take her out quite easily. The other one, on the other hand, is much a bigger problem because, again, she has a pirate flag and she is already full HP, or at least she is still full HP. And our aircraft carrier died with the crossfire of the two enemy Montanas. Enemy Montana start shooting at me, but with a very good maneuver I dodged all their shells, or at least almost every shell, and I start firing at her. The enemy aircraft carrier has launched a torpedo squadron on me, but with my good maneuverability I can dodge that and it's not really a problem. The problem here is that while dodging I'm giving the side to the Montana, and that's not a good thing since now she can deal a lot of damage on me. On the other hand, my maneuverability and speed is much superior than the Montana, so I can dodge most shells from long range. In fact, she's not dealing a lot of damage to me, I'm dealing much more damage to her. And she knows that. In fact, after that she angles away when she reaches the border of the map, as I do. The problem now is that I have to chase her, and it is not a problem chasing a Montana. The problem is that the Montana knows what I did, and so she's gonna do the same exact thing I did to her, angling away and dodging shells, but this time I have a little advantage. I can angle again, and the fact that before she was board-sided when pushing me, now I am bow-on pushing her, and my firepower when bow-in is much stronger than her. Montana has the same guns as Missouri has, but Missouri only has one gun on the stern of the ship, meaning that the damage with the bow guns is much higher than Montana's. So I'm facing her with my bow, tanking most of the shells that most of them actually missed me and go on the water, and this is definitely the best way you can fight a Montana. And yes, with a couple more salvos, she decides to go away and even shoot HE shells, I don't know why, but this goes bad for her because shooting HE on me might be a good thing, with the only exception that she is already very low HP and I'm more than half HP, and even though she did set me on fire, I have the extinguisher ready, so I immediately repair it. She's still shooting HE, but with the next few salvo, I'm definitely able to get her and take her out from the battle, leaving only one enemy, that is the aircraft carrier. Now that the Montana is dead, my only worry is that the aircraft carrier has been focusing me since the beginning of the battle. And even though while I was fighting Montana, she did not launch a single aircraft on me, instead she'd rather shoot the Yamato, it was still a problem because Yamato was already low HP and Yamato AA guns are not the best. Well, they are still powerful, but my AA defense is much better, and I am better fighting aircraft carrier also because my maneuverability is much better. I'm trying to shoot over the island, but the Graf Zeppelin is so close to the island on the other side that I cannot lock the shells and make them go over the island. At this point I have over 800,000 points of damage dealt and 5 kills, so I'm really concerned that this match will go well. And it is gonna go quite well, but I'm not spoiling anything. Now, only me and Yamato are left against this aircraft carrier, and I'm expecting the both to have a very good AA umbrella over us, because we are two battleships and battleship AA is usually good, only because they are big, and even though they might not be the best at dodging things, we have still a very good defense. Fortunately, it seems that the enemy Graf Zeppelin, he is trying to go for the Yamato. That might be a good thing, because it's not me. But then if Yamato dies, and she is already very low on HP, the AA that we have gets cut in half and the enemy aircraft carrier is gonna shoot at me. In fact, I'm launching an aircraft just for self-defense, because the aircraft of the Graf Zeppelin are not gonna get to me if she decides to attack the Yamato. We are very close to each other, maximizing the AA defense, and here is the first hit torpedo for her in this side of the match. That fortunately does not deal a lot of damage, but it is still good not taking any torpedoes. At least for now, because Yamato is very low and she knows that with the next salvo of torpedoes she might go down, so she launches all her aircraft to protect herself, and this definitely goes well for me, because even though she takes a lot of torpedoes and in fact goes down, unfortunately, I only take one, and she basically almost saved me with that big squadron, because I don't know, but yeah, her AA guns are good and her aircraft are good though, so having much aircraft is very good, and she protected me with her full hull, and yeah, this comes in an advantage for now. But I am now in a 1v1 with the Graf Zeppelin, so Yamato is not alive anymore, and I have to tank everything coming my way. First torpedo hit again when in a 1v1, sets me afloating and does not even hit me on the side, because it literally launched the torps above me of how close she was. Now at this time I really was concerned I could not win this battle, because I was already half HP and this Graf Zeppelin really had a very good skill in playing aircraft carriers. My battery was going down, so I decided to charge my cell phone while playing, because I did not want the battery going down with such a good match. And now Graf Zeppelin did a quite big mistake. While I was trying to shoot her from the distance, notice that I angled away just to dodge more torpedoes, most torpedoes, because if I went forward pushing her with probably even one bomber squadron I could go down, so I decided to angle out. I still have a very good accuracy, and even though my secondaries are not to work in long range, I don't care, because my main guns are enough to take her out. Anyway, only 43 seconds before the match ends, so if I wanna take a very good win and not a draw, I have to take her out. She knows this and decides to push me, but it is too late for her. I already got 1,000,000 damage on the damage counter, and that's extraordinary. And while I'm dodging the last torpedoes she launched on me, I'm taking out the few salvos necessary to take her out. And I just getting all the seconds I need pressing the fire button, and with the last bowguns salvo I take the Graf Zeppelin out with my 6th kill of the match and more than 1,000,000 damage dealt to the enemy. This definitely was a very interesting match with a 5v7, and I managed to carry the team to victory with a huge battle. And so, with this video, I hope so much you've enjoyed. Remember to leave like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video, and comment below the video what ship do you want next and what ideas do you want for this video. And without anything left to say, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.